Hey everybody. So I wanted to make a video addressing the new Paul McCartney song, Fuh You. Fuhyu. I've had a couple of people on my YouTube channel asking me what my opinion is on the song. Do I hate it? Do I love it? And I wasn't really going to make a video initially because it seems like everybody has made a video about it. And I just didn't really feel like I had anything to really add to what everyone has already said. But since some people asked me, I'll give you my opinion on the song. First off, let me explain to you how I originally heard the song. I was listening to the Beatles' White Album, which is something I do quite often, and I work from home, so I was at home and I had the record on. I was blasting it. Side one, Julia was playing at the. Or not Julia, side one, Happiness is a Warm Gun, which is finishing up. And then I was looking at my phone, and I think it was Christine Summer on Instagram. She had made some posts that, oh, the new Paul McCartney song has been released on YouTube. So I, after the song was done, after Happiness is a Warm Gun was done, the needle came up, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go listen to this new Paul McCartney song. Found it on YouTube, played it, and it was a lyric video, I'm sure that all of you have seen. And I was just confused beyond all belief. Like, what did I just listen to? I listened to the whole thing, and I listened to it one more time, but only halfway through, just to, like, maybe I missed something, I don't know. But I don't think I did. My initial thought was, wow, this is kind of sad because it seems like Paul just really, really wants to be, he wants to be current and modern, which is, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But it seemed like he was kind of sacrificing a lot of his natural talent and ability in order to be kind of modern and I don't know, I hate to say the word cool, but I guess cool is the right word to use. Cool, you know, like with the times. And he wanted to make music for the kids to dig, right? And I initially thought, you know, this sounds like a kind of a bad Katy Perry song. Which, by the way, I actually kind of like Katy Perry. I think she has some really good pop songs. But in my opinion, this was kind of like a bad Katy Perry song. Where it was like the chorus is okay, not that great. And the production was just like, the production I don't really personally like. Very compressed, fake sounding production, which is, you know, in a lot of modern music. There's a dog barking, folks. We'll just have to ignore him. He's a nice dog, I know him. Very, very sweet dog. Not my dog, neighbor's dog. Anyway, moving on. So I just thought the song sounded kind of like a bad Katy Perry song, or, you know, some modern pop singer. Then, to be honest with you, I didn't even think about the controversy with the lyrics. To me, sure, it sounds like he's saying the F word, but it definitely seems like he's just saying for you. Like, I want to do all this stuff for you. And obviously he knows that it sounds like the F word as well. And so Paul loves a bit of controversy. Let's just also talk about that. Paul has never shied away from controversy, all right? He, right from the beginning, there was controversy with Paul McCartney songs. The song Can't Buy Me Love, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, there's this press conference, I think it's in 1966 in Hollywood, the Beatles are being interviewed, and one journalist says, what do you think about the song Can't Buy Me Love? A writer saying that they think it's a song about prostitution, right? And I think Paul makes some joke, or actually maybe it's not Can't Buy Me Love, it might be Eleanor Rigby. They say like, you written a song about prostitution and lesbians or something, and he says like, well, I wrote a song about prostitution and lesbians. He's just joking, but what I'm trying to say is he's written songs that have been controversial his whole career. Then he went on to write Why Don't We Do It on the Road, which is just full on about sex. Then he's written songs like Helter Skelter, of course, originally wasn't written to be controversial, but it became controversial because Charles Manson, you know, took it upon him as like an anthem for all these terrible things he did. And then Paul wrote the song Hi, 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 which got banned. Give Ireland Back to the Irish, which got banned. The list goes on and on, right? So I don't think Paul has ever been worried about controversy as far as releasing songs that are controversial. He's an old pro at it. So him releasing this song, Fuh You, he's just doing what he normally does. I have no problem with the lyrical content or this idea of releasing a controversial song. I do have a problem with the production on this song and just the song in general. It just doesn't seem quite right to me. Now that's not to say that he's not entitled in every way to release whatever the hell he wants. He's given us so much fantastic music. If he stopped making music in 1969, we would still be talking about him, right? So we're lucky he's still putting out music, and I'm not knocking him for that at all. I just personally don't really dig this new song, and I don't quite understand why he had to release it. Maybe it would have been cool, even just as an album track, but the idea that he just like singled it out and released it the way he did, I just don't quite understand. Now another thing is, I'm a little bit worried about this new album, Egypt Station. I know a lot of people do like the two previous songs that were released, the I Don't Know and Come On To Me. I don't really like them, and unlike a lot of Paul McCartney songs that they take me a little while to get into, those have been out for quite a while. I've listened to them a handful of times now. They haven't gotten any better for me. They're just okay songs to me. There's nothing really special about them. And I've never, ever had that feeling from new Paul McCartney music before. I'm in my 30s, so I've only been around really for, as far as a brand new Paul McCartney album that's been around in my time and being able to listen to it was, and well, obviously when I was too young in like the 80s, so I didn't, even though I was alive for releases like Press to Play, Flowers in the Dirt, Off the Ground, those kind of albums, I wasn't really aware of music at that time. So the very first Paul McCartney album I remember hearing the first songs was like Flaming Pie, but immediately I just loved it. Like I think the first time I heard Flaming Pie was The World Tonight, and then I heard Young Boy, and I thought both those were just great, and I loved them immediately. And then like Driving Rain, I loved, those songs were great. From a Lover to a Friend, I thought was really cool. And so on, all the Paul McCartney albums, even Chaos and Creation, Memory Almost Full, the new record, they've always just floored me as just fantastic songs. But this new one, Egypt Station, the three that he's released so far, I don't know. There's something about them I'm not really into them. Of course, though, I'm going to buy the new record because it's Paul McCartney, and I know it'll grow on me maybe in a year's time, maybe in 10 years' time, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's Paul McCartney. He's a genius. So, anyway, those are my thoughts on the new Paul McCartney song, Fuh You. So, love to hear what all of you have to say about it in the comments below. And I really can't wait for Egypt Station. It's going to be cool. Also can't wait for them to announce the White Album box set. But I don't know when that's going to happen. I hope it's soon. Until then, talk to you later. Whoa. This is kind of like the end bit of Help, where they're like doing the credits and George says, I Need You by George Harrison.